Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Corbin89 coming back in that video, and today we got a Helldivers update. Now, for those that play Helldivers, we did receive an update a couple hours ago, I believe for PC and PS5. And by the updates, it does look like they are listening to the community and balancing some things out. That way, every raid that you do, it doesn't seem like you're using, the same equipment and the same guns. So we're just going to talk about it a little bit today. Two major updates that happened today. Planetary Hazards are now active. This means that many planets now have additional environmental changes that appear at random while you are deployed, from fire, tornadoes, meteor showers, and many more. I'm not quite sure if this depends on difficulty level. We will see within the next week how this is affected as far as completing tasks, doing missions. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, having a meteor shower mid-raid and having random rocks fall on you is crazy. That sounds cool, I ain't gonna lie. Eradicate missions now require more kills and enemy spawns more often. The time to complete the mission was previously shorter than intended and should now take usually twice as long as to complete. So I believe one of the beginning tasks in the game was to kill 100 terminates using the flamethrower. I never had a timer to complete mine, but it seems like some people wasn't completing them as fast as intended, so they're just giving more players and more time to complete the side missions, which is cool. We got primary, secondary, and support weapon updates. It says that the breaker has decreased magazine capacity from 16 to 13, increased recoil from 30 to 55. Wow, they is not playing with the breaker. The railgun decreased armor penetration, decreased damage against durable enemy parts. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to be against the chargers and Bile Titans, but the railgun seemed to be the preferred support weapon to go to, especially once you hit level 20. So we'll see how that changes as far as the higher difficulty and raids. As far as lower difficulty raids, I don't think this is going to really be that much impactful for you Democrats out there in level 3 and 4 difficulty. The flamethrower now has increased damage per second by 50%. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love the flamethrower and the concept behind it, but it was really weak. I only used a flamethrower if there was a quest going on. Outside of that, I always use something else like an expendable anti-tank with a recoilless rifle. But having the flamethrower be buffed, I really like this because I really do think that it is great for clearing terminates. I just think that it was weak compared to everything else, so I'm glad to see that they did buff it. It says laser cannon increased damage against durable enemy parts, increased armor penetration, and improved ergonomics. I think this goes both for terminates and the automatons. I wasn't seeing a lot of people use the laser cannon. I bought it just because I like to unlock everything in game. To be honest, I haven't used it yet. I suggest trying out using the laser cannon, see how it works against heavily armored enemies. We'll see how that affects the meta. Hopefully more people start using the laser cannon. That's the Punisher. Increased total ammo capacity from 40 to 60. Wow. Increased stagger force, increased damage from 40 per bullet to 45 per bullet. I think they mean pellets. Is the single shot shotgun. It's the one that you get before you unlock the breaker, and the damage right now is at 405 and the breaker is at 330. It says breaker pray and spray, increased armor penetration, increased fire rate from 300 to 330, increased number of pellets from 12 to 16 per shot, decreased magazine size from 32 to 26. Looks like the shotguns are definitely going to be meta. The shotguns was already good in my opinion. I did feel like that starting shotgun was weak compared to the starting assault rifles, so it is good to see some shotgun love in this patch notes. Stratagems: the energy shield backpack has increased delay before recharging. So I think what that means is when you get hit a couple times and your shield goes away, it looks like it's going to take a little bit longer for that shield backpack to come back up. It says the 380mm and the 120mm orbital barrages has increased duration of the bombardment and decreased spread. So the range on the bombardments is not going to be as big, but it's going to be longer as far as holding those enemies back. So that's really good. It's a really good update. And of course we have our fixes update right here. A lot of fixes that the community was just struggling with. It seems like they fixed most of them. Then we also have more known issues down here, glitches and stuff like that. So overall, this patch notes was really good. I really do like it. If you haven't played Helldivers, I would strongly suggest getting it. I mean, it's just a huge blast. I know it's $40. That may be expensive for some folks, but in my opinion, you can play with friends. You don't have to play with friends. Different difficulties, different planets to explore, and I think overall the game just it just has a lot of content. I think it's a really good game for people to get, especially if you want to step away from the other PvP games. I love PvP myself, but man, PvE, when it's done right, like Helldivers 2, I just feel like that is just amazing. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. I'm gonna see y'all next time.